Hello, Mr. President. How's the golf swing? Sir, you know I'm retired. Well, who the hell plans a field trip to a place like that? Alright. I'm in. And sir, I'm gonna need the biggest fucking gun you've got.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of B Action, where we put the B back in action. I am one of your co-hosts, Charlie, and this week is another guest appearance special episode while we are taking our break on the main show this December, I think is what it still is. I'm recording all of these early, so bear with me. Pretty sure this is... this is going to be like the first one for December. So Merry Christmas. Hope everybody's full from turkey and deviled eggs. Of course, you know I had my deviled eggs. But yeah, this week's episode is going to be another guest appearance on Video Villa Entertainment Podcast. This one does have Mickey on it, even though I totally forgot he wasn't on the first one we shared. But you will have me, Dustin, and Mickey coming in, and we are talking about the classic Tango and Cash starring Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell. I'm going to tell you right now, we had an absolute blast covering this on the show with Logan, and it is on the docket for B Action. Obviously, this is going to push it back a little bit more, but hey, you're going to hear how we feel about it anyway. But it's definitely a fun-ass movie. I have a lot of fun with it. We all had a blast. And so, yeah, as with always, after you get done listening, go give Video Villa Podcast a follow. Video Villa Entertainment Podcast. Sorry. So many names. I have no room to talk. I put way too many titles in all my podcasts. So, yeah, please make sure you're going and checking out that podcast. He puts on a fantastic show. His wife jumps on some, Becca. Great people to listen to and a lot of fun to hang around with and talk action movies if you did check out our solo episode, which was amazing. And we'll have one more of these guest appearances this month. It's going to be a banger. A lot of fun on that one too. But without further ado, let's get into the episode. Tango and Cash on Video Villa Entertainment Podcast.
All right, today we are talking about the epic action movie Tango and Cash with my good buddies from B Action. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, I knew when I wanted to do this is one of those movies like I wanted to start the podcast for so I could talk to people about this movie.
Well, yeah,
and like it's just been one of my favorite like action films ever since I can remember. Like I remember seeing this like as a early and just like being like flabbergasted about this movie.
When I was a young lad.
But yeah, I mean, this is like one of my all-time favorite movies, and I just wanted to talk to a bunch of people that enjoy action films and see what well, at least two people who enjoy action film.
You get that right, Logan.
Someone listens to the show.
But no, all jokes aside. So what I want to do is let's first all go around and just talk about like your personal experience with the movie, when you first saw it, and so forth. So I see Charlie first. So you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Dude, Tango and Cash was one of those that I found after I was introduced to like Stallone as Rambo and Rocky and all those things, and it's just kind of started going through his catalog. Like I think I'd even seen some of his comedy ones, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Yeah.
And then I finally rented Tango and Cash. I don't know, I was probably about 16 or 17 when I rented this, and I was like, Kurt Russell, dude from Escape from New York and all these other things. And I watched it and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is like the action movie. It's like every single trope from an action movie is in this movie, and they're in on the joke, but not making fun of it, like say like Last Action Hero, which I love, but they're kind of making fun of the stereotypes. This one is living the stereotypes and then winking at you. That's kind of how I feel with this movie. But I adore this movie. I probably watch this one once a year. I've got it on Blu-ray. Is it my favorite Stallone? No. But is it a good Stallone movie? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a good
I'm a Stallone
movie.
guy. All bread and butter Stallone. I know that sounds almost like sacrilegious to say when everyone's an Arnold guy.
Honestly, we have talked about it on the main show that Nate and I both agree that we think Stallone is our favorite action star. My all-time is Demolition Man.
Oh,
hands down.
Demolition Man. That needs to be its own episode. That movie is so that's up there with Tango and Cash. I mean, it is pure Stallone.
It's a perfect action movie. So it is like my favorite action / Stallone.
And Wesley
movie.
Snipes, for God's sakes, perfect villain.
Again, it's like this movie. It's like how many people are in this, and that's what you do in Demolition Man.
Yeah,
but there's no Demolition Man without Tango and Cash. True. So this is a favorite. It's just not the favorite of my Stallone movies. But that's my history with them.
You want to go next, Dusty?
I can, yeah. Mine's very brief. This was the first time watch for me.
Lucky you. You're lucky. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's first time watching. You guys are talking about Stallone. I did really enjoy like his acting chops in this movie. Like it's not like Rambo First Blood Part 2. That's the only other Stallone movie I've really seen. So other than Spy Kids 3D. Dude, he's fucking acting it up, dude. I love his Clark Kent glasses and all that shit, man. It's pretty good. So very brief.
He's got a lot of dialogue in this one.
Yeah.
A lot of talking, a lot of jokes too, which is wild, but first time watch.
All
right, you're next, Mickey.
Okay, so yeah, a lot of history with Stallone. I'm with you guys, Stallone guy as well. I grew up a Rambo kid, right? Like we watched Rambo movies religiously, so Stallone was in there a lot. I remember watching this. It was a rental from the local video store. My dad, every weekend we're renting action movies usually. So that was the first time I saw it. I don't remember how old I was. Like it came out in '89, so I probably watched it in like 90 or 91. And then I didn't see it again until probably I was in my 20s. And I don't think I've seen it since then. This was like the third time I've watched the movie. But yeah, I forgot how good it was. I was like, man, I'm so glad I got to watch this movie again. It's one of those things that I hadn't thought about until, you brought it up for this podcast. But it is of its era, right? It speaks to that early 90s, late 80s time with the music and the action tropes and everything. It was wild. I loved it. Like, it just made me feel like a kid again almost. So like I said, the soundtrack was bumping. I actually thought Stallone was like not fit for this kind of character, right? But still, it worked somehow. Like I was like, okay, but it works alongside Kurt Russell really well for some reason.
Oh yeah. It's like yin to his yang.
Yeah.
Very well.
And I mean, I knew Kurt Russell when I watched this movie too, because I mean, we watched like Overboard and Escape from New York and all that stuff too. So
Big
I was
Trouble
very
in Little
familiar with
China.
it. And it was a big deal. I remember my dad making a big deal of it. He's like, it's got Stallone and Kurt Russell in it. I was like, oh wow, okay. I didn't grasp it when I was a kid, but now I do. So yeah,
well, that's the funny thing with you would say with Kurt Russell, because to be honest, like really at this point in time is yes, we look at him as action stars, but those movies they flopped. Big Trouble in China flopped.
Yeah.
Escape from New York flopped.
Yeah.
The Thing flopped.
Yeah.
So he wasn't really considered, even though we look at him as an action star, but he didn't really get his footing until like Stargate and stuff like that. That's when he became the action Kurt Russell.
That's true.
Yeah, Soldier, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Soldiers,
He buffed up and
Sky High. Yeah.
I like Sky.
Hey,
I like
that
got it
movie
right
too.
over there, man.
I like
I
that
got it
movie
right
too.
over there.
Hey, you got Kurt Russell and Wonder Woman in it, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
And Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kid that glows, whoever he
There you
is.
go. Yeah, that kid, that fucking kid. But you guys are sitting here talking about Stallone and Demolition Man and all that shit. And I'm going to preface this for people who don't know yet. I don't do action like these guys do, but on B Action, Charlie and Mickey have both created a monster. Because
yeah, we have.
you're sitting here talking about Demolition Man. You, Logan, hooked me up with a movie called Hologram Man, starring B Action's favorite Joe Laura. And dude, he is told to be his own Demolition Man in that fucking movie. Man, and we're gonna get into it because there's a lot of these people in this cast are in a lot of the movies we've covered.
Yes.
So
Oh, yeah.
all
It's
this movie was
character actors
missing
galore.
all this movie was missing was Al Leong
Yes.
Literally, that's all it's missing.
and Lou Ferrigno maybe.
Well, it's funny because, like, so for example, this movie, when it was originally concepted, and the funny thing is, because like this movie is, you got Andre, it's very hard to say, but
Yeah.
Kachalowski. It's very, you got this foreign director, and like even though he's the director, and then you got Randy Feldman like writing it, but it really is a John Peters movie. Like all the shit that happens in this movie is from the fucking producer, John Peters. And if a lot of people aren't familiar with him, you might be familiar with the famous Kevin Smith story where he wanted Superman not to fly in the Tim Burton Superman movie, and he wanted to fight a giant fucking spider. So that is the mindset of the person who really mainly wrote most of these actions. And he goes, I want this. I want monster trucks. I want giant explosions. I want, like all this shit.
Charlie's over there going, check.
Yeah.
That would have been me if I was there back then, and that was my job as a producer. I'd have been like, I need boobs. I need giant trucks. I want the biggest fucking gun back there. I want
And Kurt
27
Russell in a
henchmen.
dress.
Kurt Russell in a goddamn dress.
That's John Peters. That was his idea. He goes, let's put him in a dress. It'll be funny, right? Right?
Yeah,
Kurt
in the
Russell.
worst disguise ever.
Oh my god, dude! But Charlie would be like, "Yeah, you know what that needs? It needs more steel."
Add
Everything.
if in doubt, add more metal. That's
Yeah.
the mantra.
A little bit of
If in
diamond
doubt,
plating.
there you go.
Yeah.
And that's
Why
kind
do you
of
have
a
a battle axe?
because everything needs better with a battle axe, sir. But it's kind of wild when you hear about the stories, especially with Stallone, who's famous for pretty much taking over a production.
Oh,
He's-
yeah.
he's done it, in Cobra. He's done it in the Rockies and part of the
Rambo
Rambos.
2 and Rambo 3.
And he is now sharing the screen, begrudgingly at first, with another actor who is well known for taking over directing movies because he's just that type of personality. Yet you don't hear that they did that in this movie. I'm sure they had input, but you don't hear that the director was just a placeholder for Stallone's name because we couldn't put it there, or Kurt Russell's name because we couldn't put him as a director, which is what happens in all the other ones. This one, they were actually to kind of held control creatively and directorially with these two actors, these two monumental actors in one movie.
Yeah, because Andre, the movie he wanted to make wasn't as tongue-in-cheek as
No,
he
he
actually
was
set out to
serious.
make it.
It's supposed to be dark and gritty. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they so there's going to be a lot of correlation with this movie that people make with Lethal Weapon, because Kurt Russell kind of acts like a little bit of a Mel Gibson Riggs.
Yeah.
You do have your straight man like Danny Glover is a little bit like Stallone. But if it had been serious, this would have been like a Shane Black movie. This would have been a serious, dark action movie. But adding this levity somehow sets it above and apart from all the other, noise from action movies. This one, I think, needed to be silly, even if Stallone and maybe Kurt Russell were kind of like, what the fuck you mean we're going to be silly with this? I don't understand this. Just trust me, put a dress on. It'll be fine. You got this.
And all the dialogue are one-liners, man. Literally, the entire dialogue is one-liner.
Oh, yeah.
One-liner.
And I think what helps it too is like you look at Stallone and Kurt Russell as like these larger than life people, even though Stallone is easily like a 5'2" kind of guy. And that's what makes it more funny, is because you see them as like these fucking macho men doing these big action movies, but Stallone for half the movies wearing a fucking button up with his Jeffrey Dahmer glasses on. And he's hamming that shit up, especially as soon as he gets in jail, dude. Like he's the comedy chops that come from Stallone in this movie. I never thought I would really see this early in his career, right? Like this is still fairly early for him.
Yeah, this was actually right before he took, because the next movies after this, I believe, or My Mom Was Shoot and Oscar. And those are full blown comedies.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the last theatrical movie of 1989. This was the last movie that was released in 89.
Yeah, December 22nd, I believe.
Yeah, this literally was.
What a way to put a bow on that year, because that was a good year for movies.
You put a bow on the
That
year.
was a good year for me, Mickey.
Was it, Dustin?
And Logan.
Yes.
We were born in 89.
You were shitting your pants in 89. That's what you were doing. But to lead out the 80s, but also champion action movies into the 90s.
Yeah.
Because it's still playing in the 90s when this thing came out too. It's just kind of wild to think about that. And honestly, if you talk to a lot of people, they'll be like, oh yeah, I kind of remember this Tango and Cash movie. Isn't that like Stallone and who else? I found more people that have forgotten about this movie than I have people that are like us. We're like, I love this fucking movie. It's one of my favorites. I watch it all the time. There's more that are like, oh yeah, that was a thing that happened. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sad.
You know what?
Yeah, it's crazy because the original concept for the movie was going to be Stallone and Arnold didn't want anything to do with this movie at all.
I bet.
And then they were like, okay,
he was busy.
Yeah.
Well, then they were like, okay, how about we get because Dirty Dancing had been really hot right then, and they're like, let's get Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
And Patrick Swayze was on the teeter, and he didn't get back to him, and they just kind of like the offer just kind of like expired, but which was a good thing for Patrick Swayze because that led him to be in Roadhouse, which made him the action star, because he was never really considered the action star until Roadhouse. Yeah. And then they were like, okay, well, what about Kurt Russell? And if you think Patrick Swayze and Kurt Russell, they look very similar.
They do.
You know what I mean? With the long hair and stuff.
And Kurt Russell, I think, look, man, he brings something different to this movie because there's just a vibe about him, like as an actor, that it's just different. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he does comedy action so well. Like, and I don't even think he's trying to be funny sometimes. He's just being...
He's got swagger.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
It's charisma, it's charm. Yeah. He even says it. He says it in the movie, I'm charmed.
Yeah. He just has an energy about him. He's upbeat even when things are kind of down around him. And you see it in a lot of his movies, as much as I hate to talk about it, where he was just in the Fast and the Furious as Mr. Nobody. He's still that Kurt Russell. You feel like that's still him from Tango and Cash, the way he's kind of swaggering around and acting.
Dude, look at Stuntman Mike from Death Proof.
Stuntman Mike.
Oh yeah. No,
he's in Death Proof. Look at him in that. Like, that is like peak, like Stallone, like not peak, like old man peak Stallone when it comes to the swagger shit. And then when he was in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also you got to think of like this guy, he has been acting since he's 4 years old.
Yeah. His dad was in the business.
That's another thing is like that kind of thing that I really do believe, like his essence of like he knows what acting is. Like he's been around it his entire life. I mean, for God's sakes, when he was a child, he was in movies with Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like which he was the motherfucker at the time too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't be
I
having
mean-
this conversation without Charles Bronson,
Right.
Paving the fucking way, cutting
yeah.
the roads into what actiondom is with Clint Eastwood and those guys in the 70s.
Well, yeah, because also, you also like, and also with like, I know the 80s was the era of like the muscle bound guys, but Charles Bronson, you watch those old movies, man, he is shredded.
Yeah.
Clint
he is.
Eastwood has got a six pack walking around with his shirt off.
Yeah.
Like Burt Reynolds is,
Yeah.
and Burt Reynolds is nice and chiseled for
Burt
the time.
Reynolds posed naked on a bear, sir. You put some respect on that name.
Yeah, man. Smokey is the bandit.
Yeah, right.
But do you think they should have got hot and up and comer Steven Seagal because he was,
no.
freshly in 1988? Like he would have been the other big action star, right?
He would
he
never
was-
be able to like be that like open
No.
and like humble and like just be
Can I
goofy.
laugh in your
Basically, he
face?
can't do it. Yeah, he couldn't.
No, he's too serious.
Yeah,
man.
No,
He's,
I know.
do it.
But this is where he was on his upward trajectory,
Yes,
though. I mean, he
yes.
is considered
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the higher end of the action stars, but he just does not fit. Honestly, even if you try to throw out like Van Damme doesn't fit this,
Mm-mm.
No.
type of buddy. And I don't even really call this, I know it's considered a buddy cop movie, but it's not really. Like they're still
Right.
kind of fighting with each other
Yeah.
all the way through this movie until the tail end.
Yeah.
And then they're kind of cool with each other. It's not like, like I said, Riggs and Murtaugh, or even another 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nolte. This one just feels differently. It's almost like they're two alpha males
Yes.
trying to be on top.
OCP, RoboCop, like that. That's exactly what it's like. But that's what the turmoil is perfect, because it's like one sees the law one way, the other sees the law the other way, and they have to be cohesive to escape what the scenario that they were put in, which I think is really, really neat. And like we just said earlier, like this wouldn't have worked with anyone else other than Kurt Russell, because again, he's just that large man making these goofy ass comments, and you just wouldn't expect that shit to come from his mouth, dude.
Right.
Yeah, and then also like this thing is like this movie, not only like, yes, we got these two stars that are phenomenal at like doing the characters that they're portraying, but I mean, when you want to talk about action movies, like this movie is freaking epic. The original budget was like $35 million and it ballooned up to like $55 million. Like that is ridiculous.
It's insane.
Yeah.
For
I mean, it is
yeah.
that the amount of money that they put into this film was crazy, and but a lot of it was due to like, I mean, really, to be honest, a lot of it was due to John Peters and him coming up with new ideas on the spot. I want to shoot this. I want to shoot that. And then the script had like 12 different rewrites.
Oh,
Andre actually got fired midway through making the movie, and they brought in Albert Magnoli to like finish up the movie. And then Andre went on to saying like, I know it sounds really disrespectful, but I still like the movie regardless. But like he literally said, he goes, Tango and Cash is a movie for people that don't know how to read.
Guilty.
Yeah.
It's the Barbarian Brothers for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they would have been fine on budget had they not need an entire semi truck full of cocaine that I'm sure was real cocaine, because he wanted the authenticity and to keep the crew going for a little while longer.
Nah, dude, that
Yeah.
budget was in that non-TV screen big thing that.
I love that,
Okay,
dude.
that whole-
You're talking about
third-
the fucking arcade style. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
I love that shit.
That whole third act had to be where all the budget goes, man. There's just explosions.
It's
There's a ton of
insane, dude.
trucks.
It's
There's
so
dump
insane.
trucks.
Well, that
there's
was
tractors.
Yeah,
Everything.
that came in all last minute. Like when they started filming, they didn't even have an ending to the movie yet.
Yeah.
Like that came like midway through making the movie.
But that's probably what made the budget go over.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, 100%.
Because they used real heavy equipment.
Oh no, yeah.
And then they had to build that ridiculous Chevy Equinox or whatever it was.
It's
that minivan.
It is a
tank.
Chevy Suburban modified with, they moved the windshield forward, armored the back end, lifted it. But you know what probably blew the budget more, and most people don't realize? One of the jacked up trucks that is chasing them right at the end is the fucking Bigfoot truck. It is they repainted it, and it's always been like questioned. The guy that owned Bigfoot goes, "Oh no, yeah, that was us. That was totally us. Bigfoot is in this goddamn movie." Like that's how insane the budget got. Is fuck it, put Bigfoot in here.
But while
it goes.
But while we're talking about trucks, though, there were some pretty iconic trucks in that last scene. Number one, they had the Toyota SR5, which was one of the coolest trucks ever. Right?
Can't kill them.
Yeah.
Can't kill him.
And like that truck will go down in history as one of the best trucks ever. When the guy who tried to assassinate him has I was like straight out of Back to the Future, man. I was like, that looks awesome, brother. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, they're chasing them in those and like some Jeep Gladiators. There's a bunch of cool trucks where I was like, man,
tons.
This stuff is awesome. And some they're not dune buggies. They're sand rails. Yeah.
Sand rails.
Dude, I love that whole thing. I was like, I love cars, so I was like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is with that main like ending scene, apparently John Peters was in LA traffic. And he was like just looking around all the cars, and he saw
that one.
Basically, there was a construction site, and the big giant, I don't know, the big giant cat cars, whatever they are, where they smash the van together, whatever those things are. He saw them on the side of the road.
Yeah.
He was like, I want those in the movie, and then I want them to crash into a car and want a bunch of explosions around it. That's how he came up with the ending of the movie.
He got his bag phone out and called the studio. It was like, I need you to get some Toyota SR5, some Jeep Gladiators, and these tractors. They're badass, brother.
That one phone call was $100, sir. That was $100 phone call, and it was only
that's how the budget racked up. Is because he kept making those fucking phone calls.
For the kids watching, yes, we had bag phones that was connected to our car with a cord on it for cellular use.
Not a CB. It was a fucking phone. It was a brick.
Man, should have been a CB radio.
Have y'all seen Bowfinger?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not for a long time.
Steve Martin yanks that phone out of his car, and he's trying to act like it's a cell phone, and he tucks the cord into his hands and makes it sound like he's like a big shot producer.
Yeah.
I love that.
He puts a fake long hair ponytail on when he goes to the business. But yeah, no, another thing that I saw that which this is like the last thing I can really remember from my research stuff, but like it was crazy because on day one of shooting, like apparently the very first scene, Kurt Russell has to sprint down after the Asian guy, and he blows out his hamstring. First day of filming,
man.
That's a 3 to 4 week recovery period there.
Yeah, I don't think you should start on a. I wouldn't say it's a major stunt, but I wouldn't start production on something that could potentially fuck up one of my lead actors. Let's start simple, boys. Let's get them warmed up. Some
stretch, man.
Yeah, why was he not crashes? Yeah,
yeah. Something with the stunt guys, stuff.
Maybe he was still feeling the impact from that gun he shot out of the bottom of his boot, and it just like caused some.
Oh, dude, I want to talk about that when we get to it, dude. Right. I want to talk about that, dude.
All right, now we got Mickey. He's going to read the back of the box.
Ray Tango, Sylvester Stallone, and Gabe Cash, Kurt Russell, are rival LA policemen with one thing in common. Each thinks he is the best. Team them and they're like oil and water, but frame them for a crime and they're like a match and kerosene. Unjustly jailed among lowlifes they put behind bars, the two stage a prison breakout that's a breathless rush of weapons and wisecracks. Then roar after the shadowy crime lord, played by Jack Palance, who set them up. Tango and Cash are out to clear their names. Join them and feel the rush.
So the opening of this movie, like when it's like the chase in the big semi truck. I'm sitting here watching it last night, and I pause it because I there's something that's said later on, at the end of this scene, and I rewind it and I ask my wife, I say, hey, just watch this real quick with me, because my wife is an evidence specialist for our local police department.
Okay.
And
nice.
We're sitting there, we're watching it, and fucking Stallone, and hauls in front of the semi truck that he thinks that is carrying more than gas. And he fucking blows out their front windows, dude. And I love how those stuntmen took a fucking face dive, dude. And
this makes no sense, too.
I don't know, dude, but that is fucking rough. But he's sitting there roughing them up and, asking them to put the handcuffs on. And that one guy goes, fuck you. And Stallone looks at him. He goes, no, I prefer blondes. That shit was fucking good, man. And then his chief pulls up and they're like searching for the shit. And then you have that local PD like ripping into Stallone. And he's like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're just who the fuck do you think you are? And I sent Mickey and Charlie this. That guy up there goes, he thinks he's fucking Rambo. I'm like, oh my God, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Rambo is a pussy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. But this is the part, like, go ahead.
You forgot the one-liner when they come out of the window. Thanks for dropping in. Dude, that was perfect.
Oh,
that was right up your alley.
Zadar, too. The chin himself.
I was like, oh my God, I forgot he was in this.
The guy from Frogtown too?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that guy.
But dude, like, he's like, yeah, there's some extra shit in there. Like, we searched everything. He goes, oh yeah? Why would he shoot the fucking gas tanker?
Because
he knew where the cocaine was.
Yeah.
What if it wasn't there, Charlie? What would have happened?
Because
he's
the budget
not Rambo.
would have
he
happened.
knew it was there.
Oh,
he
he's
knew
Tango.
it was there.
He ties a tie around his head instead of the fucking red scarf.
Yeah.
Well,
I like to see the other movie where he actually blows up the tanker and the movie just
That's what I'm
cracks.
saying.
Dude, yeah.
But dude,
if
like, when he puts his hand
listen
down
to him, go ahead.
No, so when he puts his hand out and catches the cocaine, my wife's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, apparently.
How are you supposed to know if it's pure or not?
100% real, right there.
You gotta rub it on the gum, man.
Mickey goes,
oh yeah, that's cocaine for sure.
Mickey goes, let me smell it. Puts his face in the fucking hole. Dude, I knew what I was in for.
Pure
right there.
Colombian. Yeah. Well, if you listen, like, I'm sorry, if you watch this as many times as I do, he keeps asking the cops at the top when they're like, we ain't found shit. Did you check the front compartment? We've checked everywhere. Did you check the front compartment? He says it like 3 times, and then he shoots the front compartment. He is 1,000% sure cocaine is in there.
That's because he's the best cop in the precinct.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
That's why.
Movie.
Yeah. All right, look, I didn't mean to derail. And
no, you're fine.
that shit just had me rolling.
No, it's a great scene. I mean, it basically, like, this movie, like, this scene alone sets you up for what you're going to be in store for the rest of the film. Because after this, so that's one of our main character. That's Ray Tango, who is, as we said earlier, is played by Sylvester Stallone. And we get this really great introduction that Dusty just talked about. Then we're also going to move into, we get Gabe Cash's introduction, which I love this one even more, to be honest.
Yes.
Like, the fact that, like, he pulls up in a fucking cool ass car,
a Corvette,
and he's got that freaking leather jacket on, got the goddamn cowboy boots. I mean, I don't know what says more badass than the 90s and 80s than cowboy boots.
Correct.
I'm telling you that right now.
They
need to make a comeback.
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, so he comes in, he gets up to his apartment, and literally can't even take a breath. Like, can't even look at his fucking mail. And all of a sudden, he's being shot at out of nowhere.
Takes one
and
in
the guy's
chest.
behind some glass door or something. Like it's a mirror, but it's like, well, how are you behind the mirror?
there are always bad guys in the closet.
That's right.
Okay?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know
Ninjas.
how many times we have to go over this. There's always a bad guy in the closet. Every time I go in my own bedroom, I check the fucking closet because there's
Charlie goes,
always
in this closet.
I have gone through so many closet doors. That's
Taking them in.
Whoa.
that's a last action hero joke because it costs me a fortune in closet doors.
But yes, so like the guy comes out, guns are fucking blazing. He takes 2 in the chest, falls over, and then the guy's like trying to kill him because we'll find out later there's a reason why he's there because it doesn't really make too much sense at the time being. So we get this great car chase where they go into basically like a parking garage, and it's literally like maybe 6 minutes into the movie, and then bam, titties. You know what I mean? Yeah. Gotta love
There it is.
Gotta love
And
it.
I will say here, I'm going to paint a picture for you. When I first watched this movie, this is the picture I'm painting.
Hill.
I was probably maybe 6, 7 years old. And it was probably like, I want to say it was a Sunday afternoon. Me and my buddy Jim were all tired of playing Mario Kart. We played all day and we're just like, all right, I don't really want to play that. And it's kind of like too hot outside to play outside. So we're sitting in the house and we are on the TV and we see Tango and Cash on like HBO or something like that. And we just randomly start playing it. And this movie, even though we're not the demographic, we were the demographic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally.
100%. Because, we weren't too old to think that this was ridiculous. We were like, literally, after watching this movie, we were like, okay, I'm Tango and you're Cash. Now let me go get my cap guns and let's go run around outside.
I want to be a cop. That's exactly what I want to do now.
But this scene is great. Where we basically the fact that like the little things have set up in the movie that just make no sense. To like we have a homeless person pushing a shopping cart full of cans that just so happens to be right in the right area. And to be honest, if this guy's that evil, he's just gonna mow her down.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason to turn out of the way. He just run her right over if you're really that evil. But yeah, so we basically through Kurt Russell's planning, he actually gets him to crash his car and he takes him into the precinct. And we get this kind of cool scene where basically a little more background of him, and he's just like he's the more like you were saying earlier, like he's kind of like the loose cannon. He's the Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon basically. And it's really cool because I like the interactions of like once he gets into the precinct and like how he's how he talks around his other fellow like police officers and so forth like that. Like, like he's like just a little thing like oh pizza, and he grabs a slice of pizza and stuff like that.
Showing him the bulletproof vest where he got shot and there's like the 2 slugs.
Like, he's already got an extra shirt in his dress.
Already
like,
an extra shirt.
Yeah.
He would have had bruises all over his chest from taking 2 shots like that. But
he probably wouldn't have been able to breathe after taking those 2 shots.
He's like walking around. He's walking around like pointing his gun at people. Like, you've been messing with my gun. You've been messing with my gun.
Yeah. Can we talk about this gun real quick?
You take my Mountain Dew.
They're foreshadowing right there for future in the movie.
Yes,
that's it. But can we talk about his gun?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking about that huge laser sight on top?
If it's the 80s, you have to have a laser sight bigger than your fucking gun.
I had to rewind because I was like, what the hell is on his gun? I don't remember that. I was like, it's got to be a laser sight.
It's just modifications. Jeez, but
it runs off of 5 car batteries. That's how that thing works.
There you go. The chase scene, is that where he has the boot gun?
Yeah, before they get the cars.
Before they get in the cars, he shoots that fucking boot gun, dude. What kind of gun? What do you think that was, Charlie? Like, what was it?
It'd have to be small. I'm thinking
22.
like a Saturday night special or something like that. I don't think he would ever run a 22. I'm thinking like a 38.
Okay,
that's what I'm thinking.
What's the recoil like on those?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god! If you want to talk about recoil, don't even start. Because this movie is not realistic.
I know, but I'm just saying, like he kicks his leg up and shoots. You see his leg go, wow! didn't shoot back because of the recoil, or it like collapses his fucking kneecap, dude.
It tore his hamstring. That was the recoil.
That's what it did. That's right. But no, dude, when that happened, I'm like, did he just shoot out of his fucking boot? Because everything we see when it comes to like shoes is always a knife. Like I've only ever seen a knife. This is the first time I've seen a fucking gun, dude. I'm like, that blew me away. And I was like, okay, so it's a little unconventional, like his weapons. Like he has to have like a guy in the chair that makes these. That's what I immediately thought when I seen that. I'm like, we're going to get more of that shit. I'm in.
And you find out he did not disappoint when we get there.
He does. Yeah. Exactly.
But you have to think
the guard dog.
It's faster than drawing the gun. Like I'm gonna get it out of my boot, pull my arm up. When I could just shoot it right out of my foot. Just lift my leg up, boom, done. It's faster.
You know what he should have? He should have thrown a silver knife at him. Like
and then hit him with a black knife.
That's what he should have done. That's not the first time Jeff Speakman's about to come up in this fucking movie. Because I got where he went. So go ahead, Logan.
Mickey and I have given him so much ammo, he's dangerous now.
All right, so now we go on to basically we get our villain of the movie, which is Jack Palance. He is basically some kind of drug lord that he's all throughout LA, and he is trying to, basically run the streets of LA. And Tango is on one side and Cash is on the other side, and they just keep on screwing his shit up.
Yeah,
they foiled my plans again.
I'd like to read my notes. It's just real quick. Jack Palance is so cool. Parentheses, smelling rats.
Oh my god, dude! Is that where Splinter comes from, dude?
I don't know, man. I was like, I don't remember this. I was like, why is he like getting real comfortable with those two mice or whatever they were? I was like, dude, chill.
I think they were actually his pets, and he's like, I can't leave them at home. I'm going to bring them with me as I make this movie.
I was like, what are you doing?
Well, when Jack Palance comes on screen, this man commands the room.
Yeah.
Even though watching this movie as many times as I have, I still watch this going, you're the dumbest fucking villain I have ever seen. And I know they're doing it on purpose, but it's like, no, we're not going to kill him. That's too easy.
That's good.
We're going to frame him. Oh, anytime I see Jack Palance, it's immediately, you are my number one guy. He should say that in every movie. Okay. It's just straight up Batman, everything.
You know how I know Jack Palance is cool? Because Jack Nicholson was afraid of him.
Exactly.
He was intimidated by him. I was like, that's a cool dude.
And the confused look of James Hong and the other guy going, the fuck are we doing?
Lopez.
What? Why? Right. This is a stupid plan.
So earlier in the movie, we've already established first 4 minutes in, there is a jab at the meta-ness of Rambo, right? Like Stallone makes a Rambo joke. Why was there zero Big Trouble in Little China jokes between Kurt Russell and James Hong?
Because these people had no culture.
Walk up to him and go, I heard you were taller or some shit that.
The last time he goes, I got your semi-truck, Mr. Cash. or last time I seen you, weren't you a sorcerer? Oh, the check's in the mail. There it is.
Checks in the mail. That would have been it.
Who's Jack Burton? Express driving through.
Yeah. Fuck, that's what I was missing out on, because they made a joke. I bet you, because that was the subtle jab to Kurt Russell that Stallone made for Stallone writing this movie. He didn't write a joke in like that for Kurt Russell.
Well, he didn't want to share it. It took like half of the production before they got cool with each other. It literally was Tango and Cash at the beginning of this. Like they are like head against one another.
Was it
Stallone
the shower
didn't
scene?
want to even have. Yeah, Stallone didn't even want like to share top billing. Like he didn't want Stallone and Kurt Russell. It was supposed to be a Stallone thing. And if anyone else had been in that we talked about being cast, he probably would have got his way.
Yeah.
And it would have just only been considered a Stallone and this other guy.
Steven Seagal.
Oh, Stallone, Kurt Russell. Steven Seagal. It's not happening, Dustin. It's just not happening. He wouldn't even come in and do Expendables. You think he's going to do Tango and Cash?
I laugh in your face.
I don't have that drop here. I don't have that power.
Dang it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Logan.
But yeah, no, yeah, like it like what you were saying. I mean, it's completely accurate. I mean, like you got to think of like Stallone. He was Hollywood at this time. I mean, even though he had flops, it didn't affect his card. It didn't. Like his name still drew people. Oh yeah, Over the Top didn't do well. Didn't matter. You know what I mean? Rambo 3 didn't do well. It didn't freaking matter. He was still Stallone. And the thing is you get, like we said earlier, you get his comedies after this. You get Stop or Mom Will Shoot and Oscar don't do well. But then 360, you get a 180, and you get freaking Cliffhanger, which was humongous. You know what I mean?
Awesome movie.
He
and Demolition Man. Like, those almost back to back.
He's a stud when it comes to like this movie. And I can
Some
understand.
would say the Italian stallion.
Yes,
perhaps.
But yeah, he had built up like he had that history of taking movies over. But to be honest, a lot of the movies that he took over, and he, to be honest, like he kind of knew what he was doing.
He made them better.
Yeah,
really, truly,
Sure.
really. I mean, Rambo would have been awful if it wasn't for him rewriting the script of Rambo.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, the original script of Rambo was awful.
If you read the book, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
The movie.
It's not the book.
Now.
Yeah. The book is, and also to be honest, if I don't like the book is way too depressing and way too serious. I like the changes they made in the movie personally.
For movie wise and entertainment, the movie's better. The book is important because it really digs heavier into the PTSD and coming back home.
Oh, and the backstory too.
Yeah, there's a lot more to. Oh, you get the flashbacks to what they were doing in Vietnam and shit like that.
And the guy that's hunting him with the dogs, that was his adopted father.
Yeah,
like they didn't explain that in the movie at all.
Not enough time to get that kind of exposition in that movie. But both are. The movie's fantastic. Book people should read, and we're not talking the novelization of First Blood. We're talking
dang
about
it.
the fucking face-off. Dustin's like, wait, what? I got to read this.
It's a pop-up funny.
But yeah, I mean, Stallone is known for that. And he's still known for that. I mean, he is a commanding presence on a set, and he has respect. He's earned that, even in the end of the 80s. He had earned those chops.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing, and to get back to the movie, right around this part of the film, we basically have Jack Palance is coming up with the mastermind scheme of where he is going to frame them some way and keep them off the street for 18 months. And the goal is to basically to have 18 months where there's no Tango, no Cash, and he can just run wild. And like you were saying earlier, why is he got to be such an evil villain? Why don't you just kill him? And it just doesn't really make sense why he just wouldn't kill them.
James Hong's like, I got a gun in my room. It's under my pillow. I'll go get it. We'll kill them together. It'll be a bonding session, and it'll be totally fine.
That's no fun. That's not dramatic. We can do better.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, he's holding the rat, Mr. Bigglesworth.
No, Mr. Cash.
It really turns into a Batman villain.
He does.
He does
100%. But yeah, so they end up basically getting. They get framed for a murder that they didn't commit. Bring back to why is my sight off with my gun? We find out his gun's out there at the scene of the crime. There's fingerprints on it. Obviously, they've somehow able to butcher a recording and insert their audio over a pre-existing audio to actually frame them as far as the recording goes. And the goal is they're going to be put away at a minimum security prison for 18 months, and that doesn't go the way that they planned, and they actually go to a maximum security prison for 18 months, which is where the worst criminals of the worst criminals go.
This was the worst prison I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, and they're walking through that, they're checking them in, and shit's just on fucking fire.
That's what I wrote down. I was like, prison on fire, nobody seems to care.
Last time I seen the
Stallone
prison like that
still-
on fire was in Half Past Dead.
Yeah. Stallone's still wearing a goddamn gold chain as
Yeah.
they're walking him to the cell. That doesn't happen. That's not how this works.
Well, even his
minimum or
belt, like
maximum.
later, the
Yeah.
belts. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
get belts in prison.
No.
But look, like right before, like while all that happens, they get sentenced. Right, they're guilty, and they plead guilty, and they make an agreement for up to 18 months in this fucking prison. And Jack Palance goes, "We did it, guys. No more Tango, and no more Cash." Where the fuck does James Hong go after this part of the movie?
He's barely in the movie, really. He's like in three scenes.
I know where he goes, and I know who Jack Palance needs to worry about now. Jack Palance needs to worry about the perfect weapon. Because James Hong,
this is in the same year. Okay.
I'm just saying,
The same guy.
James Hong
Okay.
goes to Chicago
that.
and or wherever the perfect weapon takes place because he's
Yeah.
going over there killing people now because he's fucking tired of Tango and Cash. And then now we got Jeff Speakman in the picture.
I love
That's
that.
where he went.
I want to see the others. We only see one side of Dustin's room. The other one is all the red string.
It's all right there,
and
dude.
pictures of
Oh,
every
it's the
action.
Charlie meme.
It's the Charlie meme.
No, dude.
And he's
but
talking.
just imagine if Jeff Speakman showed up in this shit as the perfect weapon.
That'd be dope.
It would have fit because everyone else is in
You
this
just-
movie.
yeah.
Okay,
You just
so it's-
hear-
I wouldn't have batted an eye.
Mickey, you see a newspaper being held up with eye holes cut out of it, dude. He puts it down and it's Rufio. And then you just hear, "I got the power." And Jeff Speakman fucking comes in, dude. Oh, that in my head canon, that's what happened. That's where James Hong went, was to deal with that, and he had to
I like
hire
it.
some
I like it.
bodyguard. Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
Professor
Oh,
Toro
we're gonna-
Tanaka.
So we glazed over the shower scene, I guess, because we didn't want to talk about dudes. They're
don't
like
know.
bare ass.
I'm
Right.
totally comfortable in my masculinity.
They're
Mickey.
like
Let's
bare
talk
Hey,
ass.
we can talk about it,
Shit.
Tiny.
They're bare ass, and they're just making dick jokes the whole time. We're like, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
and he
one
drops
of
it.
these
He's like, what are you
is
doing? What are you doing? What are you
tripod.
doing? I'm picking up the soap. It's
I'm
okay. Don't
picking
flatter
up
yourself.
soap. It's fine.
Oh, I
No,
just-
he says tripod. I'm like, that's not an insult to call someone a tripod.
Right.
It's like a baby's arm holding an apple.
There you go. There you go.
But walking side by side in the same shot, same screen, both bare ass, just cruising into the shower. It's like
It made
some
Kurt
bravery.
Russell look a little bit smaller because Stallone was like wide.
little
You know
bit.
what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Not that Kurt Russell's a small dude. They're the same height, but like, yeah, you could tell a difference in physique.
Yeah, like 5'2".
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like they after they basically go, they start to run into people they sent back there. The Chin, he is shown up as he likes to call him Conan.
He called him Conan. Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, I remember you from Conan.
His name was Face, though. That was like his character's name, Face, which was cool.
Why can't you come up with something cooler though? I mean, just name him the Chin.
That would
That
have
would've been a lot
face. Oh.
Taserface.
That's what I
So,
thought
right-
of too.
So right now in this universe, Rambo, I can go rent in the movie theater, and I can go watch Conan as well. All those exist in the Tango and Cash universe. I walk in a video store and go, I want to rent these two movies. I can get them.
Yeah, should.
Okay, just making
Which
sure.
is it's
Yeah.
crazy because like this movie really does like I know it's not the same movie as Last Action Hero, but it really did do it before Last Action Hero.
It did.
I'm really glad you brought that up because it was in my head the whole time. I was like, man, I get Last Action Hero vibes the whole time I'm watching this. I know it comes after, but there had to be either executives connected to these movies or like somebody was heavily influenced by Tango and Cash. when
Somebody
they
was
made
watching Tango and
that.
Cash. when
They were like, dude, I
writing.
want to make that movie, but meta, even more meta than it already is.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's the thing is like really with the last Action Hero, you do have the meta because that you got the two worlds
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
coexisting.
Yeah,
and
that's
with
the
them.
whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That I mean, like, I don't see how you have that movie without Tango and Cash. personally.
Exactly. I agree.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, people can have similar ideas, but you can't. You definitely can't say, okay, we saw this movie do pretty successful. Now let's actually just let's make it a little bit more kid friendly. Let's tone it down. Let's not make it rated R. And now let's
Don't show bare ass.
Yeah.
Let's go all in with the making fun of action movies, basically. Like
Exactly.
That's the line I was talking about. This one is winking at you. Last Action Hero is going, look what we did. You see what we did? We did that. We made fun of that. This one is totally like, we know you've seen this somewhere before. Wink. And then goes into the next scene.
So after we get introduced to all the inmates, we get fucking Clint Howard as well.
Dude.
Oh my God, dude. I texted them immediately. I was like, fuck yeah, Clint Howard. Dude,
he's like, I killed a guy.
Yeah. You see him? You see him right there? I fucking killed him, dude.
Fucking slinky.
So good, man. Clint Howard is that bit actor though, man. I love seeing him pop up in everything.
So is Michael Jeter? Yeah, the guy that did the tape, the analysis, like the guy from the Green Mile, and like he's been in other things too. He's kind of in that same vein to me, where I was like, oh yeah, that guy.
They just pop up. You know, it's a recognizable face. I can almost never remember their real names. I'm always calling them something else they were in. Exactly, doing the DiCaprio thing. I do love that. You know that they do he's his bunk mate. And he's up at the top, and it cuts for a little bit. And then Stallone's like laying on his bunk, reading like the Wall Street Journal. And you hear the slinky a little bit. And you're like, okay, so dude's up there just playing with the slinky. And then you're like, wait, what is he actually doing? And you're starting to think he's doing something else. And the camera pans up, and he has fucking tied him to his bunk with the goddamn slinky.
Oh,
I like that Kurt Russell got the raw end of that deal. Where he got
totally
the huge guy,
God, dude.
Because he's like,
I'm
gonna use this spot. Whatever he says, he's like, that's mine. He's like, well, I don't think so. Yes, it is yours.
That is your toilet.
Let me tell you something. That is your tool. That is your tool. Yep.
Fucking Kurt Russell's laying on the bottom bunk and the top bunk. He's sunk down.
I was worried because he kept like elbowing him. I was like, that guy's gonna wake up and beat your ass, man. You better.
I thought the bunk was gonna fall, dude.
That would have been great. That would have been awesome.
The Step Brothers moment.
Yes.
There's so much blood. So much blood.
Dude. But no, back to Slinky. When you're hearing all that shit before you see him tied up, I literally thought he was gonna be sleeping doing this shit, dude. Like literally, just that's his tick. You know what I mean? But it was a very good gag that he was fucking tied up with that thing, dude, because the next time we see Slinky, it's a different interaction with the two of them, man.
Oh, he's his bitch. That's exactly
what God, dude.
Is.
It's his fiance.
But that's right, it's his fiance.
Yeah.
But that's just another thing. Who the fuck gives an inmate a metal goddamn slinky in prison?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Especially not maximum security.
Right.
Especially not maximum.
This kind of place? No.
I murdered a guy with a slinky, I'm guessing. That's what I'm kind of picturing right now. Jesus.
Yeah, because these guys are bad. I mean, like, they basically, after this, the reason why they're not going to last 18 months, the reason why they're like, okay, well, we're not going to kill them right now. We're going to wait till they go in prison, and then they're going to suffer for 18 months, and then we'll kill them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they end up basically being ripped out of their cells at the end of the night, and they take them to like the laundry room, and they're hanging up upside down. They're hanging up on chains. And this is like that. This is like the Lethal Weapon scene, but like cranked to 11.
Yes.
Where they start electrocuting them in the water. Dude. And I'm not a scientist, but I feel like I don't think you can even do that.
I'm not a smart man, but I feel like the first time it'll touch that water, you're dead.
Wrapped in metal chains, like, dude, you're done.
Yeah,
but
I'm
I
not
love
electrolysis or anything here, but I don't think that's how that works.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
I'm a doctor, not an electrician.
I love how menacing the scene is too, because we don't get to see like the puppeteers in it until like shit starts to go down, because all we see are silhouettes of people, right? There's like 2 or 3 of them that are kind of like calling the shots, and one of them is Brian James, right? And with all
the
these
worst
people,
English accent.
Calling him that. It's just
Brian James. So awful.
Just because there's an O in it and he spells it odd. It's still Brian James. Brian James over here.
So all these people that are in this fucking room right here, Death Riders.
Death Riders.
Oh my god! But I loved it, dude. But yeah, he was very. It was like a Cockney accent, right? Like it was a very bad Australian.
Yeah,
fucking
He was
accent.
trying. Yeah.
Trying.
All
really
right,
hard.
I can't
I
say
love
what
love.
to make sounds.
I'm gonna cut you better. Yeah.
But then they like all the shit happens, and Tango and Cash both get dipped and electrocuted, and all the cops run in, and they're like, "Lock it down!" You just see all the the puppeteers like fade into the back. I thought it was fucking sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, one, where did they go and how did they get out? Two, I don't care because that was fucking menacing.
Yeah.
Well, it's also a part where you're watching this movie, and this is the moment you realize Tango and Cash have no fucking clue who's behind all this. Like, we've already seen Jack Palance and James Hong, who are the shadowy characters. You know, it's Jack Palance talking. I mean, if you can't fucking recognize that voice,
Yeah.
there's something wrong with you. But you watch this movie going, they don't have any clue that this guy is their nemesis. It's literally like, I don't even know who the fuck you are, bro.
Yeah.
Like, who are you and what did we do to wrong you?
Didn't Thanos say that one time?
Yeah, I don't even know who
the
you
Scarlet
are.
Witch.
I don't even know. who
You took
are.
everything from me. That's fucking
For me.
that's-
For me,
Dude, that's the
it was
best
a
scene of that
Tuesday.
movie. I'll tell you that right now. That's the best scene of that movie.
I'm just
That
saying.
is the best scene.
Villain,
You will. Oh my god. That's the
villain
best scene.
monologues. Like Mickey just brought up fucking and
For me,
Bison, dude.
It was a Tuesday. Yeah.
Dude, the fact that these people don't, I love it. I love that shit, dude. But
Yeah.
They
yeah,
don't
do you
even
think,
realize, like,
What
do
I
you think
really think
James Hong
this is a
got
really
his henchman from this fucking prison, Charlie? Like, is that where he broke out Professor Toro Tanaka?
Yep.
He's
we
like-
got him
"You
because
come with
Billy
me."
Blanks was taken. Billy Blanks was already out and on Assault on Devil's Island.
Yeah.
So he was
Well,
already
Billy Blanks
gone.
is in this movie, right? Like, he's a fucking cop in this
He's one of
movie.
those. No, he's one of those thugs that are in that
He's
group beating
He's
the
in-
hell out
he's
of
one
them.
of the he's one of the
Oh,
prisoners.
he was recruited by Kano. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Assault
He's
on
actually
Devil's Island.
literally where they're hanging when they're hanging,
Yeah.
he's like in between them. And the only reason you know it's Billy Blanks is because you see his fucking hair.
You know it. Yeah. Gotta have that fade.
Go
The
ahead.
fade high top is
You see that ankle
So, like,
clap?
this is a great scene though also where we get Kurt Russell's like comedic relief and his timing again, because he keeps saying, "Don't panic, man. Just we're not going to fight." He's giving all the directions, like, "Don't do this, don't do that. We're going to be cool." And then when Brian James like comes up, he's like, he just starts panicking, like, "I ain't gonna get killed by this immigrant piece of shit. Like, just get it over here."
I'm gonna kill by American.
Yeah, he's freaking out, and I'm just dying laughing because it's perfect.
I love
Yeah, it scene's really great, and it it's one of those scenes where he's like, "Well, how the hell are they going to escape this shit?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because of plot, someone walks in, and then all of a sudden everything stops because the guards finally freaking show up, and then we basically find out that one of Cash's friends is on the inside, and he basically owes him a favor, and he basically knew he was coming, but there's nothing he could do about it because everybody's bought up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody within that prison is paid for except for this dude. And he's basically like, "Listen here, the only way you're going to survive this, you have to escape. I'll help you guys escape, but if you plan on serving your sentence, you're dead men." And so he comes up with the idea. He's like, "Listen here, meet me here at X, Y, and Z. And we'll basically, I'll pave a way for you so you can escape tonight." And, when we basically get this scene of the buildup of basically between Tango and Cash, where Cash obviously wants to trust his buddy, but then Tango's like, "You can't trust anybody." It's like almost like Dark Knight. Like, no, everybody's a suspect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's paid for. Everyone's been bought. You can't trust anybody. So he doesn't go with them, and Cash ends up going by himself. And then we basically find out he was still trustworthy, but someone already knew that he was the guy on the inside, and they slit his throat.
Yeah, it was
He
a trap
done
the
for.
whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, and we get this great
Yeah.
scene of him like stuck in the ductwork
Oh,
shit
that was great.
in the sewer or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Great freaking scene. This reminds me of like Face Off and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like those movies. Like this is that kind of action film where it's like just like go, big dramatic scenes of like high tension. I mean, I love this scene.
And we
This is
kind of get the
John Woo
foreshadowing
before
too.
John Woo was doing his thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and we kind of get the foreshadowing too, because one of the fans is already on. The other one is not on. We're like, okay, that fan's gonna get turned on eventually. And it happens, dude. And I love it because he's falling down. There's nothing that fucking Kurt Russell can grab onto, nothing to save him from this fall. And then Stallone shows up. The fan stops, and Kurt Russell looks down and he goes, tripod. Stallone stopped that thing with his fucking Stallone dick, dude.
Come on, old helmet head. Let's do it.
There you go. There you go.
Oh man, yeah. I was holding out.
But I like this because this leads to another really great scene where they it's kind of escape up, right, and they're going to the top of the prison now instead of going down. Because Kurt Russell's Cash is like, I know where to go. I know where to go. So
Yeah.
they like climb that tower to the edge, and he's like, they're weaving through the electrical whatever they
All
are,
the transformers
Yeah.
and shit on the roof.
and
Yep.
then he's like, it's easy, man. All I gotta do is jump on that, slide all the way down, and just fall, and we're free. And he's like, isn't that gonna electrocute us? He's like, don't you know anything about electricity? If we're not touching the ground, we're fine. He's like, is that true? He's like, I don't know. Is it?
I have no idea.
But
He
Charlie,
goes, yeah, as long as you don't touch the ground, you're fine, right? Right?
Yeah.
why is there a way to get into that transformer, like other than without being like locked or anything? It's like open, like right,
Well,
like it's just
'cause
wide ass open.
Who the fuck is going to go up
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
Dustin?
yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
we don't need to put a
Apparently,
gate
there's a
up
whole
here.
chase scene going on, dude.
I just
Everybody's
love.
distracted right now. Everybody's distracted because they think they're still in the sewers, I think, and
Yeah.
they're working the way up. So they get a
What-
moment.
One of my favorite things about this entire segment, though, is watching them like make up this plan. Yet I'm also watching the high voltage wires arc and spark out of nowhere
Yeah.
everywhere.
I was like, what's
on
going
the
on?
main, like,
Well,
that's
it is
not
raining.
normal,
It is raining.
It is
That
raining.
happens when it rains, right?
but that's not
Yeah.
normal.
Oh, and this is like Isla Nublar rain, dude. Like it is a fucking downpour,
It's coming down. Yeah.
dude. It's bad.
Well, it's because it had to rain enough to make a puddle for them to land in to soften the blow when they fall off the goddamn high tension
I
electrical.
know,
Dude, they fell
falling
pretty
like
far.
20 feet on their
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
That
Yes.
would stop your fucking heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're not getting
this-
up for a little while.
it's really cool though because he jumps, he grabs it, and he takes his belt and slides down, and then Tango goes to do it, and my man shows up, Conan face, and they have a
Diana Ball himself, as he calls
they
him.
have a pretty cool fight with They have a really good fight with a grappling hook.
Always a good
Out
time.
of nowhere on a chain. Every villain needs some weird, like something
I
to
made
have a
this in
fight
shop
scene with.
glass. We got to play in the metal shop, and I made this.
And it's all like fucking forks and shit, like random shit that he finds.
Is that a goddamn spoon? That's what I
Yeah.
had. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his
fight?
name from what's the movie of superheroes?
Mystery Men.
God. Yes, what's my man's name? With the forks and knives and shit.
The
Oh,
Blue
the Blue
Raja.
Raja.
Yeah, the Blue Raja.
The Blue Raja, mother. It's the finest silverware.
Yeah.
Are you high? I shovel well.
Shovel well.
Oh,
Yeah, this
but
movie
no,
was
dude.
missing William H. Macy. That's exactly what this movie was missing.
Dude, that would have been perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, but the old buddy gets fucking caught up in the fucking ropes, man, and like we get to see that electrocution, and I thought that was yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
It's
he'd
funny. It's
caught
like
on
he
fire.
falls perfectly. Perfectly.
like he-
just like it's a hand.
I think like so he was falling backwards, and your natural instinct is to try to grab something, and he grabbed the fucking wires, and it was over.
Yeah. He was
that's-
grounded.
He was touching
He
the
was-
ground.
He was touching the ground.
So I wonder what the difference is though between those wires and that water, and then the wire and water that was shocking fucking Stallone and Kurt Russell with.
He's
What's
a
the
bad
difference?
guy.
That's the difference. The
He's a
difference is
bad guy.
plot.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a bad guy.
You know,
Okay, I
he's a
forgot.
bad guy. Inside
Sorry.
the chin was a bunch of extra batteries and
That's
shit,
it.
and it
That's
just
it.
short circuited, and he dead.
He had a metal plate in his head.
It's because he was
Yeah.
holding on to the fucking grappling hook, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe
that
that's
was
why.
definitely his downfall, was the grappling hook.
Fuck.
But yeah, so after basically they both end up getting away, fast forwards to a little bit, like they basically have a kind of like a truce where like, listen, we're gonna split our ways. I'm gonna check in on some shit. You're gonna check in on some shit. And then if you need a safe place, you can go to this club and ask for was it Catherine, right?
Yeah.
It's Catherine. Yeah.
Yeah, Catherine. And he's like, okay, so mind you, like this Catherine, we had already seen her earlier, but she was being very cheeky with Stallone. And we kind of like, okay, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? So at this point in time, we think they might have some kind of love interest. We're not too sure, but we're about to find out. While they split up, you got Cash. Cash heads out to meet up with his buddy who's like the freaking guy in the chair for the Punisher that has all his weaponry in his cool fucking van.
Yes.
Oh my
And
god, dude.
which is just he casually walks into what is the police station's it's like their experimental department for new tech.
It's like
Just
he's
walks
under
in,
the
a wanted
garage
man.
or something. Yeah, he's just like here, like he has his own doorway that he goes into.
And then on the other side, we got Tango. He's basically investigating the corrupt lawyer.
Mhm.
And he basically goes to his house, finds out information for him. And then after Cash grabs some guns, he makes his trip to the sound specialist at the sound studio, which if you look at it, it's very funny. It just says like, I can't remember what it says, but it says like, it's sound engineer. It's like so like basic sign just sitting on like a brick wall. It's like, I don't think a recording studio would just be like, that's going to be like a recording studio is going to be like in an office area. Like you're going to go in an office plaza and there's going to be a suite in a plaza.
But this guy
Not like
like
some random.
This guy's evil, so he's got to have
That's
an
right.
evil lair for sound
in a
editing.
back alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he basically investigates that guy, finds out that he messed up with the audio clipping and basically used AI voice before AI voice was even a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Which is pretty crazy. It's funny when you see movies that have futuristic tech
Yeah.
and we're like, oh, we have that now.
It's a
We
real
have
thing
that.
now. Yeah.
Like me and Becca, we were just watching I think it's Why Him or whatever it is, the James Franco movie where he's like the
Yes.
billionaire
Yeah,
douchebag, but he's like dating the girl, and then Bryan Cranston's in or whatever, and he's got like a Siri, but like a Siri that's better. And the thing is, I'm like, that's fucking chat. That's Chat GPT right now. Like literally, we have that.
It
Like,
literally talks back to him instead of just repeating an answer. It's
exactly. It has a full blown conversation
Yeah.
with him and stuff like that. I'm like, it's crazy to like think like that movie's like 2015. I'm like, oh shit, we have that now.
Yeah.
Like the shit from Back to the Future, we have that.
what
I'll say we don't have hoverboards.
No, we don't have hoverboards, but we
the
have
shark.
the like we
The
have
shark
the
still looks
FaceTime
fake.
and shit.
The shark still looks fake. It really does. Do we have exploding Dobermans though? Because I fucking crack up every time.
Oh my god, dude. I love gadgets like that, dude. And the fact that this dude was like, yeah, it's a guard dog, and it's obviously a fucking stuffy. Dude,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Because I check out how it works and it doesn't, and then they walk by it and it starts shooting and then blows up. And it was just like, I'm like, this guy is like the Q from James Bond, but on a budget. That's
Yeah.
exactly what this guy. There's no Aston Martin, it's a GMC. That's how this works in this movie.
It's like if Q was on Trailer Park Boys.
Exactly.
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 So what you're telling
Bubbles
me
is in the background.
that's his Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because Ernest is an accidental fucking genius, dude.
he is.
Like the shit that he creates, man. But that's like I was
100%.
asking you guys, is that the guy from House of a Thousand Corpses?
I
Like at
think
the very
it's,
beginning, the weird
yeah.
fucking
Paul-
dude that uses the bathroom.
Yeah,
it is.
Pollock or whatever his last name
Yeah,
is.
little dick
Mike-
wick.
Michael Pollard.
Yeah, he's on Scrooge.
And
He's
he
the guy
was-
who gets frozen in the drain.
He was
He's
also
that guy.
Bug and Dick Tracy. I don't know if you get. I mean,
He
you guys
was
remember Bug from
Boner
Dick Tracy?
and I remember Bug and Dick
Yeah,
Tracy.
yeah.
That's a good
Mhm.
movie. He
Uh-huh.
was Boner and I Come in Peace with
Yeah.
our boy Matthias
Bonner.
Hughes. Yep, Bonner.
Mhm.
No, it's literally Boner.
Boner. With who?
You know,
Matthias.
Matthias Hughes.
Oh, Vigo.
Vigo.
Now shut the fuck up.
Vigo.
Hi, Matthias. You.
I'm done with you both.
River of slime. All right, sorry.
Sorry, Logan, go ahead.
Derail.
Go ahead, continue.
So after they basically after they're done doing their whole like investigation, we get this great scene where Cash is going to go check out the safe spot, which is basically a women's club. Not women's club, sorry, like a gentleman's club or whatever.
Club.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, like working ladies.
Yeah.
I will say, I've been in a couple lady working clubs. I've never.
This was
seen
a
anything
high
like
scale
this.
one. This was like
What?
Well-
it is like, it's like you got a Broadway show
Yeah.
in naked women.
this is like if medieval times was a strip club.
Yes.
With a $5 cover charge.
Yeah.
How high end can it be with a $5?
What a great
cover
deal.
This one's in a mall. You know, it's in a mall. It's in like a Mills mall.
It's in a band. It's the anchor store that's keeping them all alive.
It's right next to the food court. It's totally
Exactly.
fine.
I'm gonna go to Foot Locker,
Hey,
pick up some
I
shoes,
bet-
get some
I bet-
Annie Ann's, and also see a show.
I bet they had the best breakfast buffet though.
Oh, no, they did. Oh, wait, is that a breakfast buffet over there?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I gotta head over there to the breakfast
Best
buffet.
wings in town.
You damn right. Yeah.
Fucking arm wrestling next door.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after he
man.
goes in, he's looking for a lady named Catherine, but apparently no one knows her by that name there because that's her real name.
Yeah.
And somehow she knows he's looking. Somehow through her interpretation dance, she knows who he is and who he's looking for. And she asks him to meet me in the back room. And she's, she explains, hey, what's called, no one knows me by that name. That's why you couldn't find me. But what's called, if Tango said you're good, you're cool, we're good to go or whatever.
Yeah.
But mind you, like somehow they just fucking know he's there. Like somehow,
You talking about the
like, 'cause all of a
cops?
sudden the police officer
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
starts showing up. Like, how in the world were they like, let me check this club? I mean, I'm guessing maybe it's because
Maybe they know.
that
his
is
persona.
Cash's-
Yeah.
well, that's
Yeah.
Tango's sisters.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I took
place
it
of
as.
work.
It was they just broke out of jail, yet their plan is I'm going to go back to my place.
Yeah.
I think that's the first place I fucking go and look for you.
Yeah.
And your sister was just in the precinct earlier in the movie, and
Yeah.
you were yelling at each other. And we kind of know where she works, bro. We're not stupid. So it's like, yeah, this would be where they would show up. Don't look shocked. It's like this tracks. Totally tracks.
Does anyone else ever like forget how hot Terry Hatcher was back then? Like
Never,
like
because I'm sorry.
I do, and then I'll see her in a movie from back then. I'm like, dang man, I forget.
I grew up with her as Penny Parker in the MacGyver series, dude.
Oh yeah.
Because she was wasn't his sister, but she was basically like a kid sister
Right.
to him in that. And from then and then, Lois in the Superman.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of what that one was with Dean Cain.
Yeah, I think it was called Superman Lois.
Yeah, it was Superman.
Yeah. But she will forever be hotness from
Yeah.
like the late 80s, early 90s.
I always
Like,
forget
flat
until I
out
watch a
Terry
movie
Hatcher.
from this era, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
And
Pretty hot.
she was just a total smoke show, dude. Back
Yeah.
then. Like just flat out.
Anyway,
We'll take a moment for silence for that.
Yeah, yeah.
A moment of silence. For Terry
she's no
Hatcher.
Linda.
pour
but-
one out.
stop. She's
Yeah,
no
she's
Linda.
no Linda.
She's no
She's no Quinn. But
All right.
Terry Hatcher is fine by me, and I
Yes.
love their escape plan. This is leading up to the
Oh,
escape
man.
plan.
Oh yeah, and you get a nice bait and switch where he's like, "Hey, Elvis, what size is your jacket?" And then you see this individual walk out with a motorcycle helmet on or whatever, and a
Leather jacket, everything.
and then he turns around, it's a lady, and then all of a sudden, you get Kurt Russell in drag.
Dude.
And how do they not sit there and be like, "That's Kurt Russell"?
Dude, it looks just like him. Yeah. It's like
the
terrible.
fact that it's the same cop that got his chops fucking busted.
Oh
Looking
yeah.
at the strippers in the club, he's sitting there macking on Kurt Russell.
And he also his pickup line is ridiculous. He's like, "Y'all ever thought about a three-way?" Like, what are you talking about, dude? Has that ever worked for you?
You think this is the same
He was
universe
just
as
trying
Tu
it
Wong
out,
Fu?
man.
I said maybe
Yeah, I was
tonight was the night, Logan. Tonight was the night.
That's why they tried to get Swayze. They figured he was cool
Yeah.
with this
now,
kind of stuff.
now I want to see Kurt Russell in Tu Wong Fu. Like he should
Exactly. I told you.
That's what I'm saying.
But I also caught the little tiny nod where he goes, "Hey Elvis," and Kurt Russell played. fucking
Yes.
Elf in those
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's like this little thing of going, wait, is that really Kurt Russell in there? That's kind of a dumb disguise. And then it's Terry Hatcher, and you're like, oh God, I love the camera. It starts at the feet and slowly goes up the legs to the dress. And then it's fucking Kurt Russell, full wig, makeup. They had time to do makeup, everything. Lights that fucking cigarette and is just selling it, son.
I like how they swerve you though, because they go in the back room where all the ladies are changing, and there's a lot of ladies back there, right? And he asked the chick wearing the motorcycle jacket. He's like, "Hey, baby, what size do you wear?" Like thinking, like, or no, it was a dude. It was a dude back there, and he's like, "Hey, man,
dude, yeah,
it was a guy who's playing Elvis.
what size do you wear?" Thinking like he's gonna put on his costume, and they totally switched.
It's a great swerve. I fucking love it.
Yeah,
Kurt Russell comes down. You go, sissy that walk.
Sashay away.
We already seen that butt outside of the skirt, so we know what he's working with.
Yeah,
he gets on the back of that motorcycle. It's like, he's got some gams, you know. I'm not mad at him right now.
Double cheeked up on a Sunday evening.
That's it, man. That's
Cake.
it.
But yeah, so they basically end up getting away, and they end up getting back to Catherine's house, which is also Tango's house as well.
Yeah.
And we get the fun. Oh my God, that scene with her rubbing his damn back and Tango coming in, and she's like,
he's like,
like, that is the craziest massage ever.
Harder, deeper, right there, little to the left.
All right.
You're like, and then Tango's just standing there like, the fuck is going? Because all you see is her on top.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
her
realize
reaction to it though. That
she's
the way she's like, oh, I'm almost there. I'm like,
Yeah.
what in the world?
You're giving him a
talking about?
massage.
like this.
You're
this
rubbing
is-
his back. For God's
So
sake.
it shows Kurt Russell when he's like vibrating really fast.
yeah.
Well, but he's face down too, which is what Stallone doesn't realize. Whoever's there, but he's also face down. She's on his back doing all this, but all he sees is her arms forward and making all those sounds.
Her eyes closing.
Oh
her
my God,
back's arched to the ceiling.
And then when she realizes what's going on, because the captain shows up and they almost fucking kill him, she keeps going with it. Like, I don't know what you saw. What do you mean?
Yeah.
She lays into it heavy.
Oh, and it keeps on going too, because literally after this scene, they got one more person that they find out where he lives is this, and that would the Brian James's house, and they go to investigate him. And after their investigation, they go to like do a high five, and then literally he's like, "Did you fuck my sister?"
That's great.
Was that the
He's
hand
like, I
that
was
was
so
around her
drunk I
throat?
can't even remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kurt Russell just like smiles at him or something like that.
No. Yes.
It's more like, not yet.
But also, like, don't want to talk over that one scene, but that scene's also another great one where they basically are up there interrogating him.
I love
and
this.
we get the great idea where basically they strap the grenade to his mouth, which plays another part later in the film. And this is actually kind of cool thing because Brian James actually only had 2 scenes in the entire film, but he had such a good rapport with Stallone. That was one of the things that Stallone added to the script. He's like, no, we're writing more scenes with him in it.
Yeah.
And then he became like literally like the second major.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say major, but he's the one, the second, like the henchman major muscle villain fight at the end. So it's
once they
crazy.
got rid of Zadar, they get rid of Zadar before like halfway through the movie, and you still like, well, who is going to fight next? And then you have Byron James. Wait, and that's happened to Byron. I don't know how many times in movies. Like his part will get written down and then it'll get written back up. He's been written out of movies. I think he was in Another 48 Hours, and he was supposed to be like the main villain, and they literally wrote him out of it. And he's not the main villain in it. Like he shows up in like 2 scenes. So it's nice to see him get like some props. I love Brian James, man. He is in a lot of the movies I've grown up watching. But this like bad cop is just fucking hilarious.
Bad cop, worst cop.
Bad cop, worst cop. And just the way Kurt Russell's saying, like, I don't know, man. I can't talk to him right now.
He was selling it.
I can't save you. Okay. He's on and I'm not going down again. I'm not doing it. And fucking walks off. Love how he sells this shit.
Oh yeah, this scene's great. And then like you said, he straps the grenade to his mouth, and he finds out, basically gets the information that he needs. And then we get the great scene, him shoving it down his pants. And it's a dud. And it's like, the funny thing is, I love the setup and payoff, because like that's just classic action movie tropes, and that just happens all throughout this movie.
Yes. The timing in this movie is perfect. And it also helps that they add that little bit of comedy, because the timing works for that as well. When they set up the joke and it lands, they set up something earlier in the movie, it comes back to fruition later on in the movie. This movie's really well done, even though some of the people that worked on it shit on it now. And I'm sure some people watch this thing going, this fucking movie sucks. If you really watch it and you really are a fan of action movies, you're looking at this thing going, this is top tier. This is top tier action.
For sure.
I mean, literally, like hands down.
Good.
I mean, hands down. I'm going to ask it at the end of the movie, but I mean, like because I want y'all's personal opinion, but I would say this is one of the best buddy cop. I know you said it wasn't really a buddy cop movie, but if you want to put in that category,
it still goes in that category. I'm just saying, when we were talking earlier, that it's not your normal what a buddy cop ends up being.
Oh no, it's much bigger and extravagant. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's yes, it's not a Beverly Hills Cop, but it's that tongue in cheek that you get with a Beverly Hills Cop, plus the action that you would see in, like, I mean, more of a like Action Jackson or something like that, something more extravagant. You're
gonna get like that, and then like, obviously not now yet, but actually only a couple years later, more of a Michael Bay kind of feel. Like, if later on you'd have told me like, oh yeah, Michael Bay was a producer on this, I'd believe you, because it kind of has that larger than life feel to it that he does later on. I'm sure this is a movie that influenced him. Yeah,
this is the movie. This is the kind of movie that they're making fun of in Other Guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Tango and Cash those are the I forget what their names are, but they're the Rock
and Sam Jackson are Tango and Cash. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But yeah, so basically they get the information that they need. They head back over to Cash's buddy, who is the basically weapons expert, and they have this new experimental vehicle that you talked about early, Mickey, and like it is just freaking stocked. It looks it looks like a fucking G.I. Joe toy.
Yes. Yes. It looks like,
I mean, like I'm surprised they didn't like I understand like why they wouldn't have, because it's a rated R movie, but like
that didn't matter back then, bro.
Nah.
Yeah,
I got
Rambo's toys.
Oh yeah,
I got Rambo toys. That didn't matter. I would have wanted this vehicle to run around with my G.I. Joes.
Hands down.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like Knight Rider on steroids. Like,
yeah.
And you brought up that battle wagon you brought up Mystery Man, and it just reminded me of that battle wagon from Mystery Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not the station wagon, the tank.
Right. I was trying to remember what it's called.
I said junket. That car.
Battle Jetney or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then after this scene, they are basically gun hole locked and loaded, and they're going to go to, for some reason, the bad guys out in the middle of the freaking desert, surrounded by a construction site. But the thing is, then once you actually see his evil lair, it's like a factory.
Yeah.
It is so evil villain comic book-y. Like it's ridiculous, and it's like it's hard not to take it. I mean, obviously this movie's not meant to really be taken seriously at all, but it still works, even though it is so comical. And it's like it's one of those movies where you're watching like, this is so stupid, but I love it so freaking much.
It's like a Bond villain all of a sudden. You know, it's like he has a lair. He's surrounded by henchmen everywhere that are prepared for just about anything. There's just random people walking around with machine guns and, rail buggies and dune buggies hopping over mountains and shit, just on patrol everywhere. And two guys are going to infiltrate this entire thing.
I also like how they get there.
They're not just two guys, Charlie.
It's Tango and Cash.
They're Tango and Cash in a truck that has hardly no gas.
Yeah. Hey guys,
you're like $3 in.
You're going to bring it back, right, guys? Guys, not a scratch, okay? Not a scratch. All right, you promise? You promise not a scratch, okay?
Yeah. Cash does that thing again where he's like, you know, we gotta check it out. We gotta figure out a way to get in. Like, we gotta be cool about it. And then he just like breaks through the front
just
door
goes nuts.
with the truck.
He literally goes Rambo and just
He's like, well, we're in.
Dude, I'm actually really surprised they didn't give Stallone a bow and arrow in this movie.
Dude, should have.
That would have been
dope.
hilarious.
They should have. They really should have, dude. And
least a
fucking
rocket
Kurt Russell
launcher.
should have had a little knife that Jack Burton has in fucking
Yeah.
the one that you just keep folding out and try to use in Big
Yeah.
Trouble. That's what should happen, man. I'm just saying.
Nah,
But yeah, so like basically, they end up getting smashed between two giant vehicles after being like chased by a fucking, like you said earlier, Bigfoot, for God's sake.
they're running
for some
it's-
reason.
It's like a
There's a
quarry.
goddamn monster truck here.
There's no reason. There's just a
Yeah.
monster truck here.
Because it's awesome.
Yeah, and you know what? Roadhouse stole that from them, okay? Because eventually there's a Bigfoot in Roadhouse as well. They
There
went to
is.
see that Tango and Cash movie. He was almost in it, and we need a Bigfoot over here. But it's like they're in like a quarry, so they're like running circles just around this thing, trying to work their way down. They're things are exploding, flying off in the air. Two giant fucking Ute dump truck, the giant ones that haul like mountains, are crushing this damn thing in between them. And
Those things also, mind you, don't mean to interrupt, but like those things only drive like 30 miles an
they're
hour.
not going that fast. That does, yeah.
Are you telling me they're in the Thunderdome right now?
They are literally in the Thunderdome
Absolutely.
right now. But literally, this is the only thing, because Mickey said it just a second ago, and I'm like, God damn it, you're right. Because he goes, you're kind of remind me of Knight Rider. Fucking Michael Pollard's talking through the radio the whole time in the car, and I feel like it's Kit. Like, what's going on out there? And then when they crush it and they have to jump out, and he's like, guys, where are you guys at? Is everything okay? Is the truck okay? Guys, just
But yeah, so they end up basically getting out and they get on the two giant, like whatever those damn things are called. And they end up driving into the fortress or whatever evil lair Jack Palance is taken up under. And mind you, at this point in time, they have his sister because we see them basically turn this doom switch on where it's going to blow up the entire place in 11 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
Doofenshmirtz this fucking place, man. He's my subordinator.
What's the password?
Oh yeah, what's the
Zoe. Zoe means life.
I don't know why I keep putting these buttons everywhere I build something. I don't understand it.
No, that's the big red button that blows it up. What? And he's like,
Well, the funny thing is, like, why does that even exist?
Right. That's the
Yeah.
whole
It makes no sense. And then and also, like, it's crazy because, like, I feel like back in the day, nothing said you had money more than a wall full of TVs to show one screen.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's something that you always see. Like, it's funny, like, even like, I don't know, like, it's like even like Scrooge, where like,
Yep.
the wall of TVs
Yeah,
that he
I
has
remember
at
that.
executive office or whatever.
blank
And
check.
Yep.
Yeah, blank check, exactly. And the thing is, like, I don't know, but I feel like it would be very hard to like configure all those TVs to show one screen. Definitely for 1989. I
for
feel like.
CRTs.
You know how heavy one of those are?
Oh shit! You know
That
how
wall's
many-
2,000 pounds.
You know how many coax splitters you got to use for that shit? The bottom
bitch to play
corner
Nintendo
keeps
on that
getting
thing.
lines through it because they can't get the tracking right.
One of them accidentally turned on picture in picture. You can't turn it off.
Yeah.
You have to hold the remote like right up to the fucking button to fucking change it.
Which one do I point it at? It's the top left one. It's the only one still working.
And it was really annoying at one point because James Hong and the other guy Lopez is trying to call and be like, they broke out at one point. And like you can never see his face because he's always like in the middle of like the corners. So like you can't even see his face half the time. Like that would be so annoying.
Yeah, he was
Hold
calling
on,
from
hold on.
Chicago.
Let me duck down. Where am I in?
Wait, am I in there?
Can you
Am I
see
in there?
me?
Yeah.
Can you see me now? Okay.
And then also after the scene is like, so then we get to the, like, basically the final showdown where, so we got Brian James, he shows back up. Then all of a sudden, some new dude that
Who
we've
knows
never
martial
seen so
arts.
far in the entire movie shows up just so there's another person for someone else to fight.
Gotta have two fighters. Got two heroes. Need two fighters.
Yeah.
This is the fastest final boss fight I've seen in a movie for a while. Like, really.
Yeah, this is where we were talking about earlier where jokes come back. He's been talking about FUBAR the whole time. Like, you're getting food, we're going to get FUBAR.
Yeah, get FUBAR.
And so Brian Johnson, they actually put a real bomb in his pants and pushed him down the stairs, which is a great kill, by the way. It's probably my favorite in the movie.
Oh, yes. Amazing.
Boom. And then Kurt Russell said, FUBAR. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, fucked up beyond all recognition.
Yeah.
I love that. I was like, that was a good callback. He's been calling about FUBAR the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so basically, so we get the two fights, and basically the two secondary villains have been defeated, just like like any video game. And then now you got the final boss, which this is the most lackluster
Game of
final
death.
event for the entire film. Like, this is almost like, I mean, to bring up Last Action Hero again, like the end of like Last Action Hero, where you really want him to fight the Reaper. Like, you really want to see a long, drawn out fight. And you really don't get it. It just fucking sucks. But we get basically, he's got a wall of mirror room for some damn reason.
Well, yeah.
It makes no sense.
Game of Death, baby.
Like
that guy.
Game of Death and Conan.
Yeah. Conan too.
Yeah, Conan, the Destroyer, not Barbarian.
Yeah.
But so basically, he's, and mind you, like 12 minutes is up. 11 and a half minutes is being gone. Like, we're like 15 minutes.
Timer means nothing in this movie, okay? It doesn't work that way.
No, not at all. But anyway, they end up figuring out which one is the right one by based off of two different like obstacles, and they end up killing our lead villain, and they are able to get Terry Hatcher out just in time to basically escape everything while we watch in classic action movie sequence of a giant factory exploding and us leaping into a trench.
Yeah.
A conveniently dug trench.
Yeah. Well, they're in a quarry.
Yeah, there's trenches. They had heavy equipment. But they both
true. That's right. I forgot.
They both shoot Jack Palance dead in for it. Like, boom, boom.
They say aim for the kneecaps, though.
Yeah. That's another joke they keep doing. Like, they say to aim for something and they don't get it. But then they're like, well, how did you know? I was like, well, the ring was on the opposite hand. And then I forget what the other one
monogram.
was. The monogram was reversed or something. Yeah. And reversed, it was like, what? What the fuck are you two talking about?
They're good cops, man. They're good cops.
Great cops. They're great. They're detectives. The greatest detectives ever.
Yeah, and it's also like the scene is pretty crazy. Where like also like Kurt Russell, where he's actually shooting from the ground.
Yeah.
Yes. And for them to be accurate, and they both say that thing. My sight's off, mine too, because it's not dead shot in his head.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's great. It's
Love
great.
it.
And you get just like the cheesiest dialogue after the explosion while they're talking to each other, like, "Oh man, I'm still gonna date your sister," or something like that.
Exactly. It's still ribbing each other.
See you at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
There's that one scene where he was like, "Just let you know, in case you don't make it out, I'm going to date your sister."
Yeah. That's awesome.
So and then we get like this newspaper says they're heroes again. They still escaped from prison. Right? Like, is that
names are cleared,
still...
man?
That was expunged.
They turned in the tape. They turned in the tape.
It all got cleared. That was another thing with the newspaper thing. The only thing it was missing was the fucking newspaper spinning, like in those movies, and then it would appear on screen. Like, if you're gonna go, fucking go for it, and get me a spinning newspaper, and then the headline pop up.
I gotta say though, we have a high five that almost rivals the Predator. It's close.
It's
because
close,
I don't know,
because they embrace when they do it, and I'm like, man, I felt that. Like, I felt it right here.
That's that finger coupling. It was. They didn't like halfway miss.
No,
both with equal power.
They
and
looked
it's just
at elbows.
Yep.
Exactly.
And again, how many times like earlier they went for it and they were like, nah, fuck that, and now we got it. Like, we're in there.
And then it cuts these like the perfect 80s cheese. I mean, I don't know. It's just like that. I don't know. It's like that. I don't know. I meant to look up what, cause all these movies, there's always one song written for the movie that goes like, it's a freaking, goes straight to the charts.
The movie is
Tango and Cash.
Best of what I got by bad English, because I had to know, because I was like, this slaps. Like, I got to find this song like right now.
Yeah, because that's isn't that the song that she's dancing to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
something
was
like
like,
that.
dude, that was the perfect
This got
song for the
best
credits.
She's
of what
not
I'll-
dancing, she's working.
Yes.
Okay.
Best of what I got. Let the Day Begin. Don't Go. Poison by Alice Cooper.
Woohoo.
She's
It's
poison.
It's no crime, and Harlem Nocturne. That's like the quick soundtrack for
The
this fucking
soundtrack
movie.
and score for this, like, I love, like, every minute of it. I'm like, dude, this is just
I want to get
it's
it.
bleeding 90s, baby.
I
and
want to
love
buy
it.
this soundtrack.
Well, yeah,
This sounds
Harold
amazing.
Faltermeyer came on
Yeah.
from after. I mean, like he was really hot at the time from Top Gun and Beverly Hills Cop, and he did most of it, but he didn't finish. He didn't. It's not all of him. Another composer was brought in.
Yeah.
Like with everything in this fucking movie, someone did a little bit,
Yeah,
then someone
yeah,
else
yeah.
was brought in.
It really reminded me of Beverly Hills Cop, like, the whole time. And I was like, man, that's got that same vibe with the music.
Oh, you need to. Have you? When's the last time you seen Fletch?
It's been a minute.
You want
that one's been
that is
okay.
pure 80s synth. It's a lot of wanna. I mean, it is. You need to rewatch that movie just for the soundtrack. I actually think I have a record of the soundtrack downstairs
Nice.
on vinyl.
Vinyl.
But yeah, that is Tango and Cash. So I am going to ask the question, and like all your honest opinion, you can tell me what you want. I will start off with my opinion. I actually think this is the best. If you're going to put in that category, I think this is the best buddy cop action film. But we'll go with you. You, Charlie. What do you think?
Wow.
I know that's a heavy statement to have, but
That's heavy because there's heavy hitters
Yeah.
in that category. And like I said, this one, yeah, I would still stand by it being in the buddy cop category. It just, are they buddies at the end of this? Are they going to each other's house to have dinner and, Christmas?
Well, yeah, apparently.
Well, not because of the sister being there, but this is up there. Like, I definitely like this way more than, say, like 48 Hours or Another 48 Hours. Those are great movies, but Eddie Murphy killed it whenever he did Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop are kind of buddy cop movies with one lead and then two supporting roles in it. This is up there. I'd say third best. If I have to do
I'll take it.
like Lethal Weapon, obviously to me is probably the top buddy cop movie. It almost started it. It had, a couple other ones came out before, but they almost perfected it.
Yeah.
Especially if you start counting 2, 3, and 4. It just got better and better as it went. But yeah, I'd say this is probably like third best buddy cop movie, which is still high praise in that category.
High praise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
High praise.
High praise, bro. High praise. That's it's just nice, bro.
All right, you want to go next, Dusty?
I can, yeah. I like Rush Hour a lot.
Oh,
It's a pretty
dude.
good
Yes. Thank you.
buddy cop movie. Yeah, this is probably up there. This has got to be. I'm probably in the same boat as Charlie. Probably number 3, like Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon, Tango and Cash.
It's fair.
That's good.
No doubt. I think so. Maybe I might be in the minority here. I really love Bad Boys 2. Like, that's one of like my favorite movies.
I haven't seen it in a minute. I need to rewatch it, but I do remember I like 2 10 times more than 1.
Yeah,
2 is
2 is
way better than
Really
1.
good.
Yeah.
I think Lethal Weapon will be 1. Probably Bad Boys 2. It's tough. I love Rush Hour so much too, man. But I don't know. It's Rush Hour and Tango and Cash could like fluctuate on that 3 spot for me.
If Rush Hour had a bit more action like Tango and Cash did, because Rush Hour goes more for the comedy
Right.
end of it. And that's where I would split the hair on, because I agree. I love the Rush Hour films. They're some of my favorite ones, but yeah, I think I'd split my hairs right there going action side of it.
But it is definitely in the category, right? Like, of one of the best. Absolutely.
And
I
here's
agree.
another one that I actually like. I know, but this one isn't a comedy, but I just thought about it. But what do y'all feel about the Miami Vice movie?
The
one that came out with
Jamie Foxx,
Jamie Foxx,
Colin Farrell.
I like that movie. I like
dude. It is
really good.
dark.
Yeah.
It is a heavy action film.
They definitely went to the dark side of, like, the TV show kind of touched some of the dark
Yeah.
ends of the things, but it was always a little bit more lighthearted. That movie, I've only seen it one time, like right around when it got released, and I remember liking it, but I haven't revisited it since.
It just when y'all said Bad Boys 2, because Bad Boys 2 has a lot. It actually is like it's very gory at times. The guy literally explodes at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, it's hardcore. Like seriously, you're not thinking, oh, Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Yeah, no, that fucker gets hardcore.
Yeah.
Like seriously,
exactly.
In that one.
And there they go in the morgue scene with all like the
titties,
the dead stripper. All right. Well, that's been Tango and Cash, and thank you guys so much for joining us.
This is fun.
Of course.
To have it on the podcast. Be Action. I don't care who wants to do it, whoever wants to do it. Where can we find Be Action?
Dustin.
Oh, we are B Action. We are a companion show to Give Me Back My Action and horror movies. We are the show that when you are walking around in Blockbuster and you've seen those oil painted movie covers, those are the movies we talk about. We also we coined a phrase where we put the B back in action. If we have a rating system, kind of like Logan just did, and if there's no themes, right? We don't really theme. It's just what we feel like we want to do. We do have kind of like sub genres that we kind of like follow a thing for, but it's really about it. We just like to talk about shitty action movies, and have a ton of fun because we're in it for the ride.
We're on a journey.
We do.
Where can we find you guys?
Well, we're on Spotify, Apple. We release episodes for B Action every other week, and like Dustin said, it is on the Gimme Back My Action and Horror Movies podcast channel. So you don't have to, you're not following two shows. You follow one show. We're coming out every Saturday now, or every other Saturday. Is the B Action. So, and Dustin runs the Instagram, which is probably the best place to kind of get all the updates and stuff from the shows. But also Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies are on Instagram and Facebook and all those places. So all that's all together. I didn't want to run 3 fucking different shows. So you get everything. You subscribe to one, you get 3. There you go. That's how it works.
There it is.
And then, so this episode comes out Friday. Anything new coming out that y'all want to push?
Let's see. Well, this episode, so our latest episode would be Arena that we just covered, which is fucking awesome from Empire Movies. Empire turns into full moon.
Horde.
And then after this one comes out, our next episode will be our Christmas one where we are covering Chuck Norris in Invasion USA. So it's going to be a big one.
Logan is going to be on that episode with us. What?
Stop it.
Yep.
Stop it.
I can't wait. That movie. That movie is so good, and it shouldn't even been good. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That movie on paper is like, they're like, what's going on here?
It's peak canon, sir. It's peak canon.
Yeah. It's probably the best canon film, to be honest. When it comes to
it's up there.
I mean, as far as one of the best action films, a lot of people because the director of this film did Runaway, which was another canon film, but that movie actually is sought after as being pure that's cinema. The Runaway with John Voight and stuff like that. Yeah. That movie's actually really freaking good, which was a lot better than it should have been coming from Canon.
Canon slid some decent movies out there, man. And then a lot of
shit. They were trying.
And then a decent movie. And then a lot more shit. And then they're out of business.
But they only have one helicopter.
Yeah, we were talking about Over the Top and Rambo 3. That was Canon.
What about Ninja 3?
Well, Ninja 3 is canon, and that's that good movie slid in with a bunch of shit on top.
Only a ninja can kill a ninja.
What was it? Cyborg 2, right?
Cyborg 2, or Cyborg with Van Damme
as well. Yeah.
That movie did really well too. It was I think that is pretty much what catapulted Van Damme.
It was his first solo lead role. He was doing the side bits where he was in Black Eagle and what else did he do? I think right before they started doing the Bloodsport kickboxer movies that really got his name out there. But yeah, Canon we wouldn't have a lot of movies without Cannon.
Oh, true.
As poorly as they ran that business, we got some good shit out of it for action.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's funny. They ran it poorly, but the thing is they really did enjoy film, though. Even though they weren't the best businessmen, in the day, they just wanted to make movies, and they found ways to do it. Did that mean lying to people? Yes. Did that mean creating posters for movies that didn't exist and had no script just to sell it so it could be made? Yes.
If anyone hasn't watched it, watch the Cannon story, the Electric Boogaloo documentary. It's an amazing behind the scenes look at how they did things, and it's kind of eye-opening, and then it's also kind of nostalgic when you're like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. Oh yeah, Cannon did that movie. They did Masters of the Universe, a very personal favorite of mine, so it's like
Same.
I will always have a special place in my heart for Cannon.
They had Hercules too.
Yep, Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Where you can find us, Video Villa Podcast, you can find us anywhere on Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you find your podcasting needs. Just look up Video Villa Entertainment. That'll be us. Check out this on YouTube if you like to see a video content version of it. And for the B Action, I'll put links in the below where you can find them as well. But yeah, that has been episode 50, Tango and Cash. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming here and celebrating episode 50 with us. It really does mean a lot.
Hell yeah.
And
thank you.
I can't wait to do another episode with you guys in the future.
In about a week.
Same.
In about a week. Yeah.
All right, that's been episode 50, Tango and Cash. Is it the best buddy cop film? Let us know in the comments, and I will see you on the next one.